Good morning, Julie. Here we are. Can you believe it? Day 10 on Jester's Redemption section hike. I mean, what else is there to say, right? Over the last 10 days, you've had an absolute cleanse, really. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, the whole shebang. You're out there doing it. You're doing what you set out to do, and you're impacting the world as you do it. It's been inspiring. It's been entertaining. It's been awesome. I'm super fired up. I know the people listening are fired up, and I know all the people who are also now doing their own 50 miles in 10-day challenge are fired up too. What you're doing is absolutely incredible, and you've put in the work to get there. You're impacting the world around you. There's nothing much for me to say today except go and enjoy the woods. Today, in honor of you, I'm stepping up my Sunday carry because it's Sunday. I'm going to carry a weight that's heavier than I've ever carried for this half mile in honor of you and in honor of the challenge that you've completed today, because you've pushed yourself, and I'm going to push myself as well, because that's what we do, right? We seek to do more. We do more to become our strongest selves, and that's what we're doing mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Proud of you, Julie. Seriously, you're actually making me, emotional in the sense, because it's so freaking great to see me come in to work with you and to see you getting back to where you wanted to be, because I know what it's like to also be in your shoes, where it's like I used to be somewhere and now I'm not anymore. So it's just, I am honored that you have trusted me in this process and followed my lead just perfectly. And it's so awesome to see the results that you've gotten. Yeah, you have impacted so many people the last 10 days. Be proud of yourself. Go and enjoy the woods today. I'm sure tomorrow when you get back to work, you're going to say, you know what? I'd rather be out on the trail right now than here at school. But anyways, it's time to get out on the trail. Jester is back, everyone. She is back in backpacking form. Proud of you, Julie. Day 10 of 10, going for mile 50 today. Enjoy the woods and finish strong. Can't wait to hear all about it.
Good morning, Julie. This is Sarah from Seek to Do More. I wanted to send you a quick message and let you know how incredibly proud I am of you. You're on day 10. You did it. You made it to the finish line. You overcame. And look at the lives you are changing while you do so. It's absolutely amazing. You've inspired so many people to start doing and not sit around and get somewhere in life. I can't tell you how much that fires me up to see the cascade of events happen from one person believing that they can do it. And you did it. You didn't quit. You are a golden example of exactly what Seek to Do More is. I am so honored to have you on this team, to watch you grow, to see your journey, and to cheer you on. Get it, girl.
Hey, Julie, what's up? It's Catherine. Just wanted to say hi, and I'm excited for you for your day 10. Super pumped to hear about it. Been following along with your adventure, and today I got out on a local trail, and I'm doing my 5 miles, and I'm in my last mile, and heading back to the car. And I think I wrote this on one of your videos, but I always thought that you had to travel in order to hike. I thought that I had to go up a mountain and down a mountain in order for it to be called hiking. But here I am, rolling hills in my town. There's this nature center I didn't even know about. And yeah, there is a little mountain on it. I didn't do it today, just exploring a different area of the park. But I just thought it was so cool. And you showed me that I don't need to climb a Catskill 3500 or Adirondack 46er or White Mountain 48 in order for it to count as hiking. So thank you, and I look forward to your adventure this summer as well. I hope you podcast about that on the Allegheny, and best of luck day 10.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast, and welcome to day number 10 of Jester's Redemption section hike. And what I am calling the victory lap has already started. I am almost a mile in, and got to give a huge shout out to James, who sent me a text message this morning. It said, Jester, enjoy your victory lap. So that is what I am titling today's episode. We are all taking our victory lap today. And I say I am more than a half a mile, almost a mile in, because if y'all remember, today is Sunday, and Sunday is the day in the Seek to Do More program that we pick up something heavy and carry it for a half mile. So today, in addition to my fully loaded backpack, yes sir, fully loaded with the exception of food, I ordered this week a 14-pound medicine ball, because last week I carried the 10-pound medicine ball, and I've surpassed that. So that's not heavy enough for me. My medicine ball showed up, and I carried that the first half mile for a warm-up, and oh my goodness, when the half mile got here, I was ready to put that thing down. And y'all, I'm gonna do my 4.5 miles, and I'm gonna pick that, or another 4 miles, I'm gonna pick that thing up, and I will have carried that a full mile today, in addition to my full backpack, excluding the food. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that is going to stop me from enjoying this victory lap today. So, yep, medicine ball carry, we're gonna put a big check on that. And I can already see the base of the hill. So mile 1, we are getting ready to put a big check on that as well. And I apologize up front if my mic is off, because somewhere in that half mile of that 14-pound ball carry, I lost my mic clip. So I am holding it with my hand. So I apologize in advance if this audio is off a little bit, but I don't think it is going to be an issue. So we have to start this day 10 victory lap day off with a message that I received this morning from listener and fellow AT section hiker Shradar. Shradar says, congratulations, Julie, on completing 10 days of your redemption section hike. I hope you're reading this on your 10th day of the hike. Shradar, I am reading this. I have stopped. And Shradar says, you've inspired me. I've gained over 10 pounds since my last AT section hike last year, and you've motivated me to take action to lose those extra pounds before this year's section hike in July. It's been a while since I was on your podcast. We had so many laughs that day. I believe I had hiked about 700 miles of the AT at that time. Since then, I've doubled the miles on the trail, and I hope you'll invite me back to your show for more laughs. Thank you, James, for inspiring. Thank you and James for inspiring your listeners. Shradar, thank you for inspiring me this morning with your comments, and that leads me to you guys, just a huge thank you to everyone for all your messages, comments, emails, DMs, book recommendations. Huge shout out to those that have started their own 10-day challenge, their own 10-day 50-mile challenge, and for those of you that have started your own individual unique challenges as well, I give y'all a huge shout out. How y'all doing? How's it going?
How are you feeling?
Good. So, huge shout out to each and every one of you that have just been encouraging me all week, every single day. And I just, like James said in his beginning message, I don't even know what to say. It's just awesome. It's just totally awesome. And we have truly come together this week as a community. And I love absolutely every single second of it. And you guys have already come through. Some of you have already listened to day 9 audio vlog. And I have some listener wins already. And I added yesterday to one of my wins as well. So now I've got 33. And that 33rd one was, don't be ashamed of talking about God. And that is a huge win. And I added that to number 33 of my 32. And I'm just going to read these listener wins that have already been sent to me. And the first one is invested in my health, found an exercise program, found an accountability partner, did something in Spanish every day for a week, made time to read, put in 8 miles on the BT. Another one was hiking with my granddaughter. Another one, stepping back on the trail this coming Thursday after injuring my knee on the OT trail. So y'all, the wins from this community are already coming in, and I am about 25 meters from the base of the hill. So I'm going to take you guys up the hill with me. And right now is when I am going to tell you about my favorite place in the park. So many years ago, I started coming over to this park. I believe it was 2002. And the first couple times I'd made my way over to this section of the park, and I started going up the hill and learning the park and the routes and the various trails that you can take in the park. I started to notice this big, huge tree to my left at the top of the hill. Morning. And, so over time, that tree just represented, getting to the top of the hill, and yay, I could take a breath and all that good stuff. And one day, I have no clue when, I have no idea what year, I decided that when I got to the top of the hill, that I was actually going to go over to that tree. And somebody's probably right now going, Jester, well, what kind of tree was it? I have zero idea. I'm not a tree person, a flower person. I just love trees and appreciate their beauty. And like I said, one day I was just deciding I'm just going to go over to that tree. And there is a small little trail that led you over to that tree. And at the base of the tree was this open well, W-E-L-L. And it was open. There was no top on it, no grate, no anything. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. But it makes sense because this is a nature preserve, old property, old farming, things like that. And I guess it makes sense that beautiful, amazing, flourishing tree was right by the well, right? Water, beautiful tree. Well, at least that's what I tell myself. And it just became a habit of mine that I would come up and go to the well at least once, on my treks when I was out here over on this side of the park. All right, y'all, you know what I'm getting ready to say. I'm out of breath and I'm smack dab in the middle of this hill right now. So noticed that there was a well, that it was open. And how y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good. and just made it part of my habit that every time I was over here on this side of the park, I would go to the well, and it just became a thing. And over the years, I noticed after the winter, the tree only had half the leaves. So after spring and during the summer, pretty much half the tree was dead and half the tree was alive. And I told my dad about this, and one year for my birthday, my dad carved me in wood, in a nice piece of wood, that tree. And I'm gonna show y'all a picture of that tree in the show notes, and I'll post it on social media. That wood carving that my dad gave me, and I have that wood carving standing up in my office, and it just represented conversations that I had with my dad. And I was like, man, that is gold that he thought so much of that tree to make me that. So had all the foot stuff happen, and the last time I came out here, before I just shut everything down and had the second and third surgery, I was like, I'm not sure that tree's coming back. And over time, for some reason, they put a grate on the top of the well. And I was like, oh, well, more people are probably coming out here and noticing this and all that good stuff. So fast forward, the first time I came out here this year, 2024, I made it to the top of the hill, and I noticed the tree was gone. So I was like, oh man, and it was just a dominant thing. There's no way you didn't see this tree once you top this hill, which I am at the top of right now. And you look over to the left, you would see this tree. And when I got up here, I was like, oh man, the tree fell over. So guess what I had to do? I had to go to the well, and I had to check out and see what was going on. And y'all, the tree just fell. It is still laying by the well. So another thing I should tell you, over the years, that well just represented being to the highest point in the park, praying, releasing things, and whatever I talked about at the well and gave away and sent down the well. This whole week, I made it a thing that I was going to go to the well every day on each one of these hikes. And a couple of days, I just tapped the well and kept walking. One of the days, I recorded from the well and just sat there. And yesterday, I took a really long break at the well. And y'all, that well just represents so much. And this morning, since it's Sunday, I was watching church online, and I don't know, it just hit me that that tree is way more represented of what's going on for me with my foot. And that tree died. It had no more life. It was time to lay down. And it's time for me to lay down being all consumed about this foot. And that is I'm just going to work on it. And I'm going to move forward. And y'all, I'm getting excited because I can see where the tree was. I mean, I know the exact spot. If you were walking out here, you have no idea. And I'm making my way over there now. Even on the first lap, I am touching the well today 5 times. Well, actually, it would be 4 times. Because on my way back, I don't know. I can't count right now, y'all. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 times. Y'all get the point. I'm touching it every time I do a hill repeat, so I guess it would be 3 times. But it just represents so much. And today, right now, when I go over to this well, I am going to pray, and I'm going to leave it, and we're moving forward with our wins, and we're moving forward with our new commitments of what we want to work on all together as a group. We are moving forward, and like James said in the beginning message, I don't know what to say today. It's just overwhelming for me to walk, and I'm making the turn to the well, and absorb and contemplate, and that is what I'm going to do the rest of this walk and the rest of this day going forward. And so I did want to end the episode with, first and foremost, I just have to say thank you again for listening, for responding, for being encouraging and moving forward with me. So since we're moving forward, the question is, what's next? And I wrote some things down this morning. So what's next is we're going to keep going. Today is day 93. I'm moving on to phase 2 of training. Tomorrow I go back to work. 69 days starting tomorrow to my summer break. I am going to 100% focus on being all in and not all consumed going forward. I'm not going to let things overwhelm me and consume me. And y'all, I'm here. I'm at the well. I see the tree. And the dead tree is down. And I'm just laying everything down here today and moving forward. And I'm going to prop my foot up on the well for tag number 1. And yeah, oh man, it's quiet. I don't know if y'all can hear those birds or not. Whew, so beautiful. Top of Latta Nature Preserve, the well that not many people know where this is at. At the dead tree, people. I'm standing right here. So all in, not all consumed. And y'all, we're supposed to go through this world together, not separately. And this community that we've created in this past 10 days, we're moving through this together. And I had the biggest surprise yesterday. Y'all know my friend Maria Wishart, Wheezy P, and she's been hearing me talk all week about the Allegheny Trail. And she sent me a message yesterday, and she said, Jester, are you still going to do the Allegheny Trail? And I said, that's the plan. And then a few text messages later, a few DMs later, she said, what if I go with you? And I was like, holy cow, yes. So we are going to be working over the next 69 days, me and Wheezy P, getting our lives together, getting our act together. And the goal is, at the start of summer, we are going to start the Allegheny Trail, and we are going to start at the northern terminus and hike southbound. And yesterday we made some parameters for ourselves. We are not going to put pressure on ourselves, and we're going to hike the miles that we know we can do for the day. And we're just going to go out and have an awesome time. And we are not going to be all consumed. We're going to be all in. We're going to charge forward and get ready, but it's not going to consume us and damage our thoughts about getting ready for it. So I'm excited. Jester and Wheezy P back together out on the trail. And I got a couple more things I'm going to keep doing some housekeeping. I'm going to keep clearing the clutter. And RVA Hiker Girl sent me a message last night, and she was saying that it's 38 days until Damascus Trail Days in Damascus, Virginia. So I will be at Damascus Trail Days this year. We are going to be showing our film Safe and Found on that Saturday night at 7:30 at the Rock School. Mark your calendars down. I'm also going to be hanging out in the Allegheny Trail booth on that Saturday. I'll give you guys more information. I don't know the dates. Whenever Damascus Trail Days is, whenever that Saturday is. So 38 days from now, I will be there doing that. And then as far as the podcast goes, I've already talked about that this week, but I'm going to keep going. So it is 9 weekends until the summer. So I am going to commit to 9 podcast episodes, 9 audio vlogs, weekly recaps, what I'm doing for my training, how I'm getting it together. We're going to keep this momentum going, but it's going to be, I'll record on Saturdays during my hike, and then I will probably put out the episode Saturday evening, and that is how we are going to roll. And y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode. I am standing at the well. I've tagged it twice. I'm putting my other foot up there. I am stretching as we speak. And I just want to leave you guys with a couple things. First and foremost, I'm proud of us. Whew, what a victory day it's going to be. It's a bright Carolina blue skies, sunny day again in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I want to leave you guys with a couple things. The first one is a line from today's sermon this morning. One of the lines that came out of the sermon that hit me like, wow, that's what I'm going to move on today. And the line was, been through hell and came out on fire. And that's what I feel like I've been through this week. Not only that, not this week, but over these last 2.5, 3 years, been through hell and came out on fire. So that's just my mantra for today. And then I also want to leave you guys with Tangent Trails. Jerry left me a comment on YouTube this morning. He said, listen, it's time to move on down the trail and into the future. And that's where we're going, everybody. I will see you all in about a week. So until then, be safe out there, everybody. I'm staring at the dead tree right now. And y'all, happy section hiking.
Julie, unbelievable. You have done it. Fantastic. Congratulations to you on rising above the status quo by pushing yourself, by challenging yourself to become better, to do more so that you can become the strongest version of yourself, so you can live the life that you want to live. You crushed it. 50 miles, 10 days, one local adventure, right? You did it. Unbelievable. Proud of you. Go and enjoy this victory because it's a huge win.